What's up, everybody? This is Austin,
And this is Jeff.
and welcome back to another episode of Raw Dawg Wednesday.
Wednesday. Austin, how do you want to start this Raw Dawg Wednesday? Do you have any insight?
Well, I tried to do the dumbest thing I've ever done today in my entire life.
And what is that?
So this week, as you know, and many of our esteemed listeners know, I eat the same thing for lunch every single day, or every single work day at least.
Yeah.
I eat a wrap. A wrap consists of a flavored tortilla, ham, cheese, and hummus.
Okay.
And that's it. And I can eat that every, 5 days a week for a year straight. It doesn't bother me.
What kind of flavored tortilla?
I tend to go for the garden herb and spinach,
Oh, shit. Okay.
so they're green. But this week, every so often I'll venture out and shake up the recipe a little bit, see if I can't get something more exciting going.
Mm-hmm.
So this week I've been doing what I tried to attempt at making was kind of a pizza-themed wrap.
Mm-hmm.
So I got... And unfortunately, I thought they had, roasted or sun-dried tomato basil hummus.
Yeah.
They do not have it at my grocery store. I know I've seen it before, but they don't have it. So I grabbed roasted garlic hummus, ham, mozzarella cheese, pepperoni, and sun-dried tomato and basil tortillas.
Yeah.
So I've kind of got this little pizza theme going on. Well, tonight I did not take anything out of the freezer for dinner, so we decided to order some pizza. I guess I had pizza on the mind. So I'm doing the Domino's, build your own pizza thing, and I'm like, I wonder if I can put some pepperoni, some cheese, and make this like pizza like my wraps. And then I sat back and realized I'm literally ordering a pizza.
That is exactly what you're doing.
I literally tried to make a pizza-themed pizza.
It's been one of those days, huh?
It's been one of those weeks. I am very burnt out at work. We are very behind.
Gotcha.
We've been working at this. We've been having to do about an hour drive up to this fucking shitty little small town up north of us. So, 2 hours of driving the work trucks on top of working up there. And it's really been cutting into our productivity, having 2 less hours to work on the project. But we started a project that was just going to be like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, start, finish, no problem.
Yeah.
Ended up on Monday, like middle of the day, another house got added.
Yeah.
And so we ran over, dug that real quick. We were completely unprepared. And then yesterday, we worked on the 3 houses we were already working on.
Mm-hmm.
And then today, we split up, so it was only me and another guy trying to finish those 3 houses and then set the post for that other house. And I literally didn't finish doing either. So I am very, very stressed out about work right now.
Gotcha. That happens, man.
And it sucks because, it's not like I'm working long hours, but all these people keep, when they get an estimate and a bid and they put their down payment, it's okay, we're this many weeks out, and we have a 4-week window. So you have 2 weeks before, 2 weeks after, you can expect your fence. If we can squeeze it in early, we will. If we, have to wait a week or 2, then we will. And people who aren't, due for a fence for a couple of months, are just blowing up the phones demanding that we, skip them ahead in line, and it's
get their fences done.
Yeah, and it's really fucking up the schedule.
That's what happens when it gets warm, dude. Everybody loses their shit.
Yeah,
my dad
should have called sooner.
My dad, when he was doing landscape and construction, that would always be the thing, especially in Elko, because in Elko, for those of you that don't know, the weather is very spotty. So we'll get like a fake spring. So we'll go from like snow, cold, freezing weather, and then all of a sudden we'll get this like 60-degree day out of nowhere. 60,
in like
65
February too.
In February. And then everyone's like freaking out because we've got a couple warm days. And they're like, oh my God, come turn our sprinklers on. Come turn our water on. We want green grass. We want this and that. And then a week or two later, it's fucking freezing and snowing again. And it's like, you can't turn your water on because then your sprinklers freeze and then your pipes crack and then you need to get an all new system. So people get very, very, very antsy when the weather starts to heat up a little bit. But I had a very stressful day today at work too, Austin. And I know you're just itching to hear what was so stressful at my work today, dude.
Did you get a Karen?
No,
Did the espresso machine break down?
No. None of that, dude. They put me at drive-through order today, dude. I finally got to take people's order through the drive-through today, dude. And I am so terrible at the POS, the point of sale system at our work. But they're like, all right, you're gonna be on point of sale. So I was like, you guys know I've never done this before, right? And they're like, yep. And I was like, so, all right, we'll just let this place burn, right? No big deal, whatever. But yeah, so I was taking orders today, and so this lady comes through, right? And I was like, hi, how can I take your order today? Welcome to Starbucks, the typical spiel. And she goes, yeah, I'd like a tall caramel frappuccino. Do you guys have like non-dairy milk? And I was like, yeah, because we got the everything you could imagine non-dairy milk. I was like, we got oat milk, we've got almond milk, we've got coconut milk, we've got soy milk, literally like all the options. And she's like, no. I mean like non-dairy milk. And I was like, oh, you mean water? And she's like, no. I mean like, milk, but with no dairy in it. And I was just like, no, we do not have that. And I don't know why you would want that in a frappuccino. That would taste absolutely terrible. But I was just like, some of the things people ask for is just weird. And then I had another person. So like when you're doing the drive-thru order, so basically what you're doing is you're talking to the people that come through the drive-thru. You're putting in their order. You have to get the food ready too, like any food that they order. You have to make sure that's ready, and then you also have to like line up the drinks for the person that's taking the money at the window and like giving out the drinks. So it can get a little stressful, and so somebody comes up to the drive-thru again, and I'm like, hi, can I get hi, welcome to Starbucks. Just give me 1 second. And she's like, yeah, no problem. And then her douchebag of a fucking boyfriend in the seat was like, 1,000. And I was like, oh, dude, I will. Dude, I was just like, I was lit. But I was like, as soon as he said that, I was like, I heard that. What do you guys need? What can I get for you? Just being, gotta be good. You gotta be a bubbly personality there. But so that was my stressful day at Starbucks today, dude.
Sounds terrifying.
It's pretty intense, dude. Absolutely intense.
I thought you got that job so you could make fun of people who get stressed out at Starbucks.
Oh, dude, I am not stressed at all. I was just joking. That's just me being sarcastic about the stress there. My favorite is like when people like lose their mind about their drinks. They're like, oh my God, you fucked up my drink, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, all right, we'll get that remade for you. It's not a big deal. We'll fix it for you right now. And like the people that work at my Starbucks, like they're all really, really good. And they've been there for a long time, or, they've been there and they've been trained well. They make drinks super quick because it's a super busy Starbucks. So they got to, pump them out really good. And it's like, they'll like ask for their drink to be remade. And it takes like a minute or 2 minutes, like for them to remake the drink. Like they're like snappy, and like people are still just so impatient. But anyways,
people are demanding. I think the most demanding I am at Starbucks is when they hand me an iced drink with one of those absolutely fucking god-awful like iced drink no straw cups that just make a mess.
You're a hater.
And I'm just like, oh, could I get a straw with that? For the mask. Yeah. And they're just like, oh, yep, totally get it. No problem.
Yeah.
That's about it. That's as much as that's as far as my Starbucks demands go.
Yeah.
I hate those drink lids.
I'm a straw guy too. I've always been a straw guy, and I know save the turtles, save the fucking fish, save the fucking whales. I'm all about that.
I live in a landlocked city. Our trash
Yeah.
gets incinerated, so all those fucking straws are just getting burned to turn into energy. They're not ending up in turtles' noses. That's actually mostly Asia that contributes that plastic waste into the ocean.
Yeah. But I was saying because the straws, like I'm always try and give some people straws, but so if you don't offer straw, like nobody asks for a straw. But if you offer a straw, even the people that don't use straws, they'll take a fucking straw. So there's almost like this fine line you kind of walk. I'm just kind of like, because we ran out of straws this past week, and I think it was my fault because nobody but dude, I'm the window guy. I'm the guy, man. Everybody loves me at the fucking window. And like when I'm handing out a drink, I'm like, I'll have the drink, and I'm like, here's your drink, and then I'll be like, would you like a straw too? You know, I'm just there for you. Whatever the fuck you need, I got you. Napkins, straws, whatever the fuck. And it's like if I do that, even the 99% people that don't want straws, they're gonna take it because it's just there in front of their face. So I think that's why we ran out of straws.
That's your admittance of guilt.
Happens, dude. Happens. But what was I gonna say? Oh, dude. So we got posted a little clip on TikTok this couple of days ago. Cut together that clip of Austin talking about how he can't wait for haters, and it spooked some haters. It spooked some haters onto our TikTok, bro. We got some hate comments. Kind of got me pumped up a little bit.
We did.
Got me a little. It gave me a little taste of it. I mean, I can't imagine what some of these people, they've got like 1 million people following them. The amount of hate that they get just scrolling through those comments.
Here's what I have to say to haters. Here's a little snippet. 1, we don't give a fuck what you think. Like, literally at all. You're just wasting your fucking clicks on your keyboard. The first person who said something, hold on, let's bring up the exact quote. I'd hate to butcher it. I'd hate to butcher it because
I'd hate to do him wrong,
It's just so...
It was pretty fucking funny. I was laughing my ass off.
So, we got hit with a comment saying, we were talking about how when we're, famous, how we're going to react to haters. And I made a comment about like how I'm just going to tell them that they should have been swallowed. And I stand behind that statement. But this little kid, and I literally mean this like 12-year-old kid. By the way, none of his videos have as many views as ours do. So get fucked, first of all. Second of all, he said, that is not gonna happen. You're just two TOO white guys. Nothing special, really. So I had a clap back, and I said, asterisk 2 TWO. Also, you should have been swallowed.
Yeah, because I had already smoked him. I got him off the rip because I posted the video, and then I got some notifications that we were getting comments, and I smoked him off the rip with the "you should have been swallowed." It's in the video, man. What did he expect? He knew it was coming. But yeah, and then somebody said you would have been pooped out. I don't know what's up with that. That's just a fucking weirdo.
So the problem is some of these people trying to respond to comments don't actually respond to the comment. They just make a general comment, so it's not in the thread, and it just shows up randomly.
Yeah.
So
and then the one guy was like, "Lil Mosi is white," and Lil Mosi is fire, bro. Lil Mosi is fire.
Yeah. So we immediately got hit by some racist little bitch 13-year-old kid.
Yeah, he's pretty upset. And then another guy said, "You're not funny," and I liked it. These kids are crybabies. The hate, dude.
Well,
we're getting there.
What's funny about the hate is when you go onto any sort of platform and you watch something and you don't like it and you feel the need to write some sort of hateful comment,
yeah,
it just screams how insecure you really are about yourself.
It really just solidifies that you feel shitty inside, because sometimes I'll be like, if I'm having like a real shitty day and I'll watch something, I'm like, this is fucking stupid. Like I'll watch a YouTube video or watch something like this. I'm like, this is fucking stupid. Or I'll get like just like annoyed and like think that's something stupid. And then I'm like, I'll sit there for a second and I'm like, is this stupid or am I just having like a shitty day and I'm just upset? You know what I mean?
Yeah. To all the haters, I'm sorry your parents don't love you, but we are funny and you can all suck it.
Yeah. Dude, I found this funny dude on YouTube lately. He's like this bodybuilder and he just does like jackass stunts. So the most recent one I watched was he took off his shirt and got shot by rubber buckshot in his back like 4 or 5 times. He did a what did he do? He did a barbed wire bat. He got hit by a barbed wire bat a bunch of times. He does a bunch of like just crazy ass shit, and he's funny. He's a funny dude. I don't know. I'd have to look up his channel. I can't remember what it is, but he's a funny ass dude, and he like pretends like nothing hurts him, like just jokingly, you know, just like sarcastically. But he does some funny shit. He also did a what did he do? So he did deadlifts, right? He was doing deadlifts, so he did like his max deadlift, but he figured out his not really max deadlift, but he put as much weight as he could on this like bar, and he did some deadlifts, and then he ate like a pound of laxative gummy bears, and then tried to do the deadlifts again in a diaper. It was fucking hilarious. This guy's just a fucking absolute joker. He's just out there for our amusement. That's what he's there for. And he's doing the damn thing.
It's sad, though, that that's the lengths you have to go to like really get popular online. Like, that's what passes for entertainment on YouTube to, you know, the millions of fucking literal children and also child-minded adults.
Yeah.
Because it's funny when... Like, obviously, if you have a YouTube account and you watch videos, YouTube uses their algorithm to predict what you're going to like. And I've seen people where it's like, they're watching something really stupid, right? And you're sitting there and you're like, oh my God, you were a child. And then, like, they're just scrolling through the suggested videos and they click on something even stupider and then they start laughing harder. And it's like, man, that YouTube algorithm is really good at what it does.
Yeah.
Just it knows you have the mind of an 8-year-old and that, you know, poop is going to make you laugh.
Yeah. This guy's fucking hilarious. His name's Houston Jones. So he's a big buff bodybuilder dude. And he just does stupid stuff. Like this next video, it's a shot with frozen paintballs.
That's irresponsible.
It's pretty fucking crazy. Fuck, what was I going to say? And then I'll watch some of these videos, dude. And it'll be like some of the people, like, they get into YouTube and they've got like a good, like, they're going in a certain direction and they're like, you know, whether they be a bodybuilder, some sort of fitness person, or they have some sort of direction they're going with their YouTube channel. And then I feel like they just get taken over by the views and then it just spins their content a completely different direction. So they just keep spitting out this like vomit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I almost wonder if like they enjoy making the videos anymore or if it's just like they just make this because it pays the bills now, you know?
You know what I see a lot of YouTubers resorting to nowadays?
What?
Reaction videos.
Oh,
the amount of YouTubers I've seen that are like, well, I guess I'm doing reaction videos now. It's like,
yeah.
Great. Another one.
Yeah.
Very unique. No one else out there is doing this.
Yeah, catches the eyes though, man. And then another one that people keep doing, I see on Instagram, is like those almost like a not like it's like a challenge video, but like they'll do something like where they set something up where, so like let's say there's 4 people and then they set up like a table and with different lines, and then you need to slide something across the table. At the end of the table there's money, and then the line in from that is like whipped cream, so you take whipped cream to the face, and then the line in from that would be like a mouse trap. You have to put your hand in a mouse trap. Like that shit I see is getting like very popular on Instagram. And I like,
do you want to know why that is?
Why?
At the beginning of the pandemic, ESPN was publishing these stories of people doing like home Olympics with their family, and it's everything you just described. And there's one family like,
oh yes,
do you remember that?
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So everyone started copying that shit to try and get their fucking clout.
And it's like they keep doing it over and over and over again. And I'm like it's different videos, but I'm like, hey, why don't we mix this up a little bit? You know what I mean? So,
like, here's the thing. If I was still living with my family when quarantine happened, I would just continue to fucking play Xbox until 3 a.m, which is what I was already doing when I lived with my parents. I wouldn't just wake up and one day be like, let's all see who can suck the most water out of the cup underneath the fridge water dispenser before it overflows. That thought would never cross my mind. I would literally not do anything different. But some of these people just came up with these fun family activities.
Austin's not a fun family activity guy. Fuck, dude, I was trying to think. I don't know. It's passing me. Yeah, I was up hella late last night, dude. I don't know why my sleep's off a little bit. Now I can't sleep. But I'm super tired today, so hopefully I can get to bed early, man. I love that. Like 9 p.m., you're just dead ass tired and you go to bed. Oh. I even saw they hit me with an ad. They knew I was up late last night. Instagram knew I was up late last night. It was like 2 in the morning. It's like 2 a.m. They're like, all right, Jeff's up at 2 a.m. We're going to hit him with these sleep ads because we know he can't sleep right now. It was like a 20-pound weighted blanket, 20-pound weighted cooling blanket. And I was like looking at it. It was like $200 or $150 or whatever. And I was like, I could really use this. And then I was like, it's 2:30 in the morning. I need to go to sleep. This is a bad rational decision right now. I don't have $200 for a weighted blanket. But I'm like, I wonder if I order it on Amazon, if it'll show up tomorrow. You know? I was like, I really want a weighted blanket now.
Weighted blankets have to be one of the most overpriced scam items there is out there.
Yeah.
It's literally just a heavy blanket, and you want $200 for it.
It's pretty crazy. You know what I'll do? For $25, I'll come to your house and put a 25-pound fucking plate on your chest. We'll put the blanket on first. I'll put a 45-pound plate on your chest, and then I'll just fucking push down until you go to sleep.
Forever.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. Gotta love it. Damn. Oh, I met somebody today named Wednesday. That was pretty cool.
I guess someone's parents were easily influenced by the fucking Addams family.
Is that from the Addams family?
Yeah, Wednesday Addams.
So that was their middle name. I can't remember
Oh.
the first name. But their middle name was Wednesday, and she was like, I go by Wednesday. That's my middle name. And I was like, that's fucking pretty sick. She was super, super cool.
Yeah, her parents wanted her to be a goth. Was she a goth?
No.
Disappointed parents.
She was a hustler, bro. She was a hustler. She was just got a job at Nobu Sushi. You know what Nobu is?
No.
So there's that classic, iconic Austin no. I'm going to cut together a bunch of your no's in the future. So Nobu is like the super expensive like sushi place it's like LA, San Diego, and like all the poppin' cities, New York and stuff like that. And it's super expensive that all the celebrities go to. They're always going to it, dude. Oh, like Kanye's like, oh, I'm a Nobu Sushi, whatever. And they rack up massive like dinner expenses in the thousands. But she was basically so like to get a job there, you have to start at the bottom. So you have to start as a busser and you can work your way up through. And as a busser, you need to learn all the sushi rolls, all the substitutes, all the allergens. You need to learn like everything about the fucking business and whatnot. And she had like all these index cards that she was studying on. And so she was literally studying as she was like becoming a busser and stuff like that. And I was like, God damn, bro. You're going to be running this bitch soon. She was like, dude, she was super into it. She was hustling, bro.
I'll say one thing, though. I can think of very few things I want to do less than devote my life to serving fucking rich people. Like just the snootiest fucking ungrateful, you know, especially in, food service, already a horrible industry to work in when you're at those low levels. Like unless you're like, executive chef of Nobu, your job probably really fucking sucks.
Yeah, but you gotta work your way up, dude. So like my thoughts too. So here, like Starbucks, right? Like I have a business management degree, and at one of the Starbucks, they wanted to offer me like a management position, like pretty fucking quick. And I was like, I didn't want a management position because it would take away from, I wouldn't be getting paid very much more than what I'm already getting paid. And I would just have a bunch more responsibilities. But my thoughts too is, if you're going to be a manager of Starbucks or like any sort of management position, you can't really be respected as a manager there unless you've worked through all the positions and you understand everything about the company. You've eaten shit, you've scrubbed the drains, you've made the drinks, you've dealt with the shitty customers. You know what I mean? Because if somebody's the manager above you and you like go with a complaint, or you're not trying to explain something, or you need help with something, it's like you can't really respect that manager as much unless they've been in your position too. So like like a lot of the district managers at Starbucks, they've never actually been like a barista or anything like that. But the one district guy that comes into ours has actually been a barista, worked his way up through the company. And it's like, okay, fuck yeah, I rock with that guy. You know what I mean? Because he's been in my position and he's been at the lowest of lows, and now he's at the highest of the highest. So he's been through the whole thing. So that's pretty fucking cool.
I think the CEO of Home Depot actually started as a cashier.
Ooh.
Or one of, maybe not the current one, but one of their CEOs started as a cashier, worked their way all the way up.
Yeah. Plus it gives you that inspiration too, because you're at the, you already know your job sucks. If you're at the cash register, you know your job sucks. But if you're like, hey, our CEO used to work at the cash register, then you're like, okay, I could get to CEO one day. Okay, maybe not CEO, but I could get up there, So, I don't know. It's nice to see.
It is. Speaking of more work for no more pay. So, at my last company, right?
Mm-hmm.
We only had one like digging machine. We had a skid steer with an auger.
Yeah.
And that was ran by our supervisor. He'd tow it out to the job, dig holes, and leave. And that was everyone was fine with that arrangement. But I remember, like, at the start of last summer, they're like, "Oh, well, you're gonna start bringing the skid steer out, and digging the holes, so I don't have to." I'm like, "Okay, how much of a pay raise am I gonna get for that?" They're like, "Well, we weren't gonna give you a pay raise." I'm like, "Well, I'm not gonna do that without a raise because that's a lot of extra responsibility."
Yeah.
And so I literally never ran the skid steer again after that. Well, the guy who took my job, my guys talked to him at a gas station. He is doing exactly that, running the skid steer for no extra pay.
Yeah.
So good for you, buddy.
Yeah, they'll always give you more work, dude. Always give you more work. And it's almost like that, I hate to say it, dude, but like that whole thing where you give that 50% effort all the time, then they don't know, they think that's your 100% versus, you give your 100%. Now they want that 120, 110, 115,
The saying is only give 50% at work, because that way, if you ever give 25%, you're just having an off day. And if you ever give 75%, then you're going above and beyond, but you're never pushing yourself past your limits.
Exactly.
And that it's so true in work in America. Because I read a lot of, people commenting on, Reddit threads and shit who are from other countries who are like, I don't know how Americans do it. Like people from around the world are genuinely, they don't understand how America functions as it is.
Yeah.
Like just seeing like the cashiers are forced to stand at their stations, where like other places in the world, they all have little stools that they sit on. They do the same job and they get paid more and they have, benefits and all this other shit, and we have nothing.
Hey, we got
lot to think about.
America and freedom, dog.
Oh yeah, I feel super free working until I die.
America.
That's the American dream right there.
America.
Maybe if I sell more of my body, I'll be able to buy a home where I won't have to deal with crying babies and fucking tweakers jumping our fence to break into cars.
America.
The fucking dream.
Well, all right, dude. On that happy note, we always wrap up on a happy note here on the BS podcast, the Bicknell&Shea podcast. So
highly optimistic.
we start high, we come in hot, and then usually by the end of the episode, Austin's either ranting or dragging us down.
Just like everyone else in my life.
Let's wrap up this week's episode of Raw Dawg Wednesday. Catch us on Sunday. Like I always say, we'll have another fire episode for you. We appreciate you. We love you. Make sure to like, subscribe, download, all that jazzy shit that people say at the end of the videos.
And keep sending us hate mail so we can just fucking tell you to fuck off.
Yeah, keep sending us hate mail and keep sending us your half-price life advice, and we'll answer them. You can send those. You guys can send those either to our IG DMs or our email. I forgot our email, so... Anyways, just keep sending them. We appreciate you guys, and we'll catch you on Sunday.
Yep. Later, everybody.